the Bible for us all, really, for the film was Testament of Youth itself, the memoir, which, from Vera's point of view, is you can't get a stronger voice, you can't get a more inspirational voice and a more driven voice. But what was hugely helpful was Letters from a Lost Generation, the book, which is purely their letters, Vera, Victor, Edward and Roland writing to each other, and it was their voices and they spoke to us, and we felt a duty then to take those voices and translate them to the screen. For me in particular, for Victor went through a really, really tough thing. For a start, he wasn't drafted into the war initially because he had poor eyesight. So that was quite shameful for people at that time, for boys who weren't able to get into the war, and being labelled a shirker, and to go through that, and then to eventually get drafted into the war because they had to have all the men they could. He ironically did lose his sight, and that was something then I felt I had to have a certain amount of experience and understand exactly what that meant. So I contacted the Blind Veterans UK, which is a fantastic charity. I since learned, having talked to them, there's a lot of blind people in the UK who aren't availing of their services and should. But they were great to me because they gave me the opportunity to be blind in their centre and to psychologically go through losing your sight. I mean, for me it was only for, I think, 4 or 5 hours, but it gave me that taste of what he went through. And again, as I said, it's only scratching the surface, but the people there really helped me to try and engage with that as truthfully and as deeply as I could. I think one of the things that people will learn from this film, particularly with the characters that are being portrayed, is one of inspiration. I think particularly for young people today, the message of the film is that youth is precious. It's special. It shouldn't be misspent. It should be taken advantage of. The moment is now, and we're so lucky right now to not, in this part of the world in any way, to have the opportunities that we have, to go to do the things that we want to do, to go to university, to have a life, to have a job, to have fun, I guess. What would you do if that was stolen away? What if people today had to do what people back then had to do 100 years ago? How would people react? I think that's one thing that when you see this film, you got to ask yourself that, because these people faced up to that. They lived through it. Some of them didn't. A lot of them didn't. None of our characters did. And so as an actor preparing for that, it was a big lesson for us to grab life with both hands and live for the now.